However, I want to also ask you about corruption. That seems to be a continuing theme, particularly in developing countries that are struggling with poverty, with lack of access to health care and education. There is the one big criminal, Dudas Koch, if I have the name correct.
Yes.
Yeah, captured by the U.S. Many thought that he was supported by Jamaican government. So where do you start to sort of unravel the ball of corruption?
The Jamaican state has to acknowledge that corruption is a problem. The Jamaican electorate has to acknowledge that in the consideration of when you elect your government, that you have to elect governments and people who are beyond reproach or integrous. Obviously, the challenge with corruption in many respects is that some people do benefit and it has political links sometimes.
What was your experience?
My experience in government is that we tried, and I believe that the governments have been trying to grapple seriously with corruption, certainly in terms of putting in place the legislation and in terms of now developing the ability within our police force, our security forces, to gather intelligence, track, and prosecute. So it is not as if we're not doing anything, but I believe we need to do more, and we need to make it a truly political issue where the electorate holds the government to account for managing.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the yellow correct you. Use the youth, them money, waste my must a man to start you. Say we like a cash, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. On the head, the man above end up him, I got to too much. It in the kitchen, some fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% free.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms house.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they raffle it down in a whatever. Member bowl honey and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start that thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the sound man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
I me say put that way we do, you make you do with that. All of the money uno take, you better give it back. All of the land we uno take, you know we want it back. All of the beach you uno tip, you better give it back. And you know sign a code that conduct, we don't want you back. You know they clear you asset and we don't want you back. You can pay feeling your pocket and we don't want you back. Have your hand deep in a corruption, we don't want you back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jamaican Carlos TV. Family Wagwan, welcome back. Me go take you back in time. Oh, remember the time that when Jamaica was in love with Andrew Jamaica? Way in love. Everybody, such man couldn't do no wrong. Because everything he was saying was perfect. Diaspora, we were played, still being played. Can just come up at the idea and we didn't ask him no question about the last promise when promised we before the last election. We just go along with it. You know, so we're programmed. Imagine someone with their foreign. We left from Jamaica come up and say out of the nonsense. Now big politician no money, no. Now get no care package. But we independent. With the independent minded, they are foreign after you learn so much. And come over some politicians still a fool, you know. Me soon a Florida, you know. We don't ask him no question. We don't ask about the last promise when promise we. Come here, diaspora people. Let me show you something. We'll go back in time. Because every lie got to come to the fore. Watch this, people.
So what was the main purpose of the opposition's tour? Well, pretty much to present its mandate to the international community. Mr. Holness is upbeat. The JLP administration has the soundness voters are clamoring for, and is the party willing to make the paradigm shift Jamaica needs? One of the messages he shared is that a JLP government will ensure the diaspora community is given a chance to vote in elections.
This is a matter that we are going to put to the public for greater discussion, and it could also be a matter that when we win, we will place it on the grand referendum amongst the other issues to be resolved. I want to reiterate the point about how important it is for us to build strong links with our diaspora, because they have very high-level connections that can be used to carry through Jamaica's foreign policy, make connections for investment, and raise Jamaica's profile internationally. And so we have done quite a bit of work, quite a bit of networking to ensure that when we become the government, we hit the ground running in terms of getting in those investments for growth.
That never happened, people. Can you imagine how much fundraiser this man get from that proposal? Remember me, I tell you, say, in 2011, he might lead the committee to try to change the constitution to add us in the diaspora in America. Can you say we do so much for Jamaica and must blah, blah, blah. See the man get a chance there to add it in the constitution. Only somebody that talk about the diaspora, Mark Golding. We were played. We were played. How much I want to give him fundraiser when they come over here, come send some things like that? How much I want? How much I want to give this man a fundraiser when they come over here, come play this a violin? We were played, never played it again to backside. Eh?
So what was the main purpose?
Just interested in our money, our connections, our profile, just to make Jamaica look good. That's all I want to listen to people. Huh? Now tell a lie for nobody.
So what was the main purpose of the opposition's tour? Well, pretty much to present its mandate to the international community. Mr. Holness is upbeat. The JLP administration has the soundness voters are clamoring for, and is the party willing to make the paradigm shift Jamaica needs? One of the messages he shared is that a JLP government will ensure the diaspora community is given a chance to vote in elections.
This is a matter that we are going to put to the public for greater discussion, and it could also be a matter that when we win, we will place it on the grand referendum amongst the other issues to be resolved. I want to reiterate the point about how important it is for us to build strong links with our diaspora, because they have very high-level connections that can be used to carry through Jamaica's foreign policy, make connections for investment, and raise Jamaica's profile internationally. And so we have done quite a bit of work, quite a bit of networking to ensure that when we become the government, we hit the ground running in terms of getting in those investments for growth.
So what happened? What happened when this man win, people? Eh? This man a snake oil salesman. Let's watch some more.
However, I want to also ask you about corruption. That seems to be a continuing theme, particularly in developing countries that are struggling with poverty, with lack of access to health care and education. There is the one big criminal, Judas Koch, if I have the name correct.
Yes.
Yeah, captured by the U.S. Many thought that he was supported by Jamaican government. So where do you start to sort of unravel the ball of
the Jamaican state has to acknowledge that corruption is a problem. The Jamaican electorate has to acknowledge that in the consideration of when you elect your government, that you have to elect governments and people who are beyond reproach or integrous. Obviously, the challenge with corruption in many respects is that some people do benefit and it has political links sometimes.
What was your experience?
My experience in government is that we tried, and I believe that the governments have been trying to grapple seriously with corruption, certainly in terms of putting in place the legislation and in terms of now developing the ability within our police force, our security forces, to gather intelligence, track, and prosecute. So it is not as if we're not doing anything, but I believe we need to do more, and we need to make it a truly political issue where the electorate holds the government to account for managing corruption.
When are you going, people? About 10 years ago, that's it. So you must say we hold them accountable for managing corruption. So when we attack, we don't want some people come on and come make no noise, because several indications in GUI say we must hold him accountable. Yeah, just when they're in a position, opposition, you make them attack there. And when they come in a government, you don't want to be held accountable.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
So many times you're going to hear that. So let me show you something. Me hear some argument are go on. Me hear argument are go on right now with diaspora. Me see it on social media. What about talk about diaspora? Blah, blah, blah. And vote. We don't see that, people. Me see it. And some labor think say it mustn't happen. But see, the Prime Minister, they promise us that. He come over upon that, and I know him pick up fundraiser upon that. Him have to. In my heart, me believe say him pick up fundraiser. When he come over here, come tell me, say, him make sure, say, we can vote from over here. Me tell you, say, in 2011, man, lead a committee to change the constitution to see if we can add we, so we get the same benefit as Jamaicans will live a Commonwealth, other Commonwealth countries. We can even come to Jamaica, come be in a politics, providing they be in the country 1 year before nomination day. You can run. You see me? So no, none of that, people. None of that. So many promises, none of that. Now, let's see what happened in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. Because me hear them talk about say, like them don't know if election are going to run and ray. Me see several of them are come out and act like them can't run election. But in the middle of the pandemic, campaign are going on, you're going to see so much people out there. I mean, I wonder how many of these people are alive today. When you look at such man, him totally social distance through a moon roof. Him not come out and vehicle and mingle with the people. You understand me? Him see a vehicle, total social distance, while the people them bungle up together, drag the people around the island in the middle of the pandemic. Me no say why no election can't call on time right now. Watch this.
Anyone who is a subscriber to the Jamaica Labour Party, you will know that you do not have my support if another political party is having their event and you turn up and disturb it. I long for the day that my grandmother tell me that she could have go PNP meeting, stand up and listen, and go JLP meeting, stand up and listen, and make our decision. We owe it to our children to return our politics to that kind of civil and decency. This town has for many years voted one way, and they can scarcely show what is the benefit of that loyalty. But nothing lasts forever. And I feel as I stand in this square today that there is a change happening. And I know, as I see my PNP friends here, I look into their eyes as I look into yours, and I see that they have no confidence. Not only do they have no confidence, they have no leadership, and they know that. If they had leadership, leadership would tell them to come here and do that. If they had leadership, leadership would tell them that if they come here, they must wear the mask. Has come, Liv. The time has come for a change to happen. A change for the better.
You see what I want, people? In the niggle of the heart of the pandemic, you know? In the heart and some of the people, them, now we're not, yo, I know me hear them talk about say, the Prime Minister now call election until him ready or something like that. So I'm here, Malahu, I come out there and make some noise like a rock a cage, like they want to mess with the election timing and all that. When in the pandemic, they been on some sunroof and they have a fee mask. The people them they bungle up. You think he bungle up with them? No, man, him totally social distance himself from everybody. But one never knows that the PNP come there and drown him out too. The PNP show up there and drown him out. This brother, you think this brother normal? This brother is like a snake oil salesman. When he want to support this man, we all cry tears and advice we all crack.
Every agent of the state, every employee of the state, every state agency, every state department, every ministry must treat our citizens with respect. That they have rights, and the right to life is the most important right. And no one is to be deprived of that right. And so let us use this very tragic incident, the death of Mario Dean, as his mother would want, to be the point where Jamaica changes, to be the point where we make human rights foremost in our thoughts when we deal with the citizens. The development of our country is not just our growth in GDP, but a large part of it is how we expand and protect the rights of our citizens. That is indeed the new challenge that faces us in the next 50 years of our independence.
Thank you very much. Look at the poor guy's face. Oh my. Somebody give him a drink of water. Such an innocent looking guy. These are the Andrew owners everybody fell in love with. Want to listen me now? Snake oil salesman, they think you can't fool me again. That's why I play this, you know. So the people remember, let's not forget. Don't forget it, man. Jano.
The Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, and the Most Honorable Lady Allen.
Tell me if I hear him.
The Most Honorable Portia Simpson Miller.
Yeah.
President of the Senate, Dr. the Honorable Oswald Harding and Mrs. Harding.
This was 13 years ago. a 20-year-old was only 7-year-old them time there. Them now go up on social media, go dig up them video, yeah. Now I'm have to do it for them and renew them, man. Tell me if you not hear it good, yeah, man. Imagine, 13 years ago, a 7-year-old, a 20-year-old was only 7. They're not going to dig up all this thing. I TikTok then upon.
Madam Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Marissa Dalrymple Philibert and Mr. Philibert. Former Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Kenneth Hall and Lady Hall. The Most Honorable Edward Siaga.
Hey!
And the Most Honorable Mrs. Siaga.
Siaga was alive 13 years ago.
The Honorable Bruce Golding and Mrs. Golding. Madam Chief Justice, the Honorable Mrs. Justice McCalla and Mr. McCalla. President of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Justice Panton and Mrs. Panton.
Such a humble guy.
Honorable members of the former cabinet. President of the Jamaica Council of Churches, the Most Reverend Donald Rees, Archbishop Emeritus. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, my fellow Jamaicans.
But if you hear, man, remember him? Remember this guy?
It is with a deep sense of honor and humility that I took the oath of office a few moments ago, cognizant of the awesome responsibility that I have just assumed. I want to express appreciation to all those who have reposed confidence in me. I want to acknowledge my wife, my parents, my family, my colleagues in Parliament on both sides, the constituents of West Central St. Andrew, the Ministry of Education.
Yeah, you get rich out
and
there.
the great number of Jamaicans who have supported me over the years, represented by an elderly lady who held on to my hands. I believe she's in the audience, and she said, "Son, I'm praying for you." Rest assured, I'm totally focused on the task of helping the Jamaican people realize their hopes and aspirations.
Tell me about it, man.
I pledge to serve the people of Jamaica faithfully with all my energies.
Yes.
All of my heart, mind, and soul.
Thank you.
This is the pattern of service that has been established by my predecessors.
What?
And at this moment, I want to pay tribute to them and thank them on behalf of all Jamaicans for their unselfish service to our great nation.
Such a nice guy, man. What a nice, where come from? How this guy? He's nice, man. Sure.
In particular, I pay special tribute to the Honorable Bruce Golding, who through hard work, commitment, and selflessness inspired his cabinet and parliamentary colleagues to higher levels of service.
No, make one me turn at this Bruce. I
was born to working class parents in Spanish Town on the 22nd of July, 1972. 10 years after Jamaica's independence in 1962.
Such a nice guy.
5 months after Michael Manley won his first election.
Don't call Michael name
He appointed P.J. Pattison as Minister of Industry and Tourism in his cabinet. And Bruce Golding entered Parliament for the first time.
Such a wonderful guy. Sweetie.
2 years later, in 1974, Edward Siaga would become leader of the opposition. And Portia Simpson Miller entered the KCC as a councillor for the first time.
PR stunt from the day one. 13
While
years.
I was not around when Jamaica took independence. From all accounts, it was a period of great excitement, great hopes, and great expectations. Oh, to have experienced the birth of a nation. A clean slate, endless horizons.
Such a nice
greatness guy. Within sight and within grasp. It must have been a glorious time. An optimistic time.
Talk to me, bro,
a positive time. It was a time of political honor and mutual respect.
Remember him?
Where I'm told JLP and PNP supporters were welcomed at each other's meetings. And the only thing that was thrown were words in good humor.
You? Yeah.
The perspectives.
No, man, I say everybody bad mind. Him and Nigel and him start this Mark Golden immigration stuff, people. And this whole white man stuff and whole Warmington come. I know him not say, yo, I know something thinking, the whole racism from Warmington towards Mark Golden. I'll know the better not come say a word. What a nice guy right here. 13 years ago. Remember him?
Of the entrepreneurial sector was high then. Statistics show that we had the fastest and highest levels of growth during that period. However, as we moved into the 70s, impatience with inequality and unresolved social issues in the Jamaican society grew.
Same way I go do, man.
Colonial institutions.
Fast on, come now, hear all of that.
The work we are doing in justice must be continued and accelerated.
Well, people want to hear what I'm doing.
I entered representational politics approximately 35 years after independence. My outlook and perspectives are not shaped by the events of the 70s, which have cast a long shadow over our politics.
Man, shut up, man. You go 40 years ago, you tell about 30 years ago, you tell me people, you see that, man? You make people hear you know.
Further, I have been influenced and motivated by the frustration of the mass of well-thinking Jamaicans who have been turned off by the politics of our country and who continue to be disillusioned, but who are still looking for a reason to believe.
Here comes bro, guy.
Like many Jamaicans, I was frustrated with the political process that emerged out of the 70s. Some chose the path of pursuing change from without.
Talk to me, bro, God.
I chose the path of pursuing change from within.
Who do you think, Sky? 13 years
This
ago.
path has not been easy. It has required the ability to grapple with the issues and wrestle with the politics as it is without being compromised.
Nice guy.
Being in the system, I have seen where genuine efforts have been made under successive administrations. Sometimes with the support of civil society and sometimes totally led by civil society to transform Jamaica. Understanding the complexities, I am now in a position to continue the management of the change that Jamaicans want to see.
Never know it turn out like this. Never know it turn out like this. 13 years ago.
And I want to give credit to those who have worked from within and without for change. As a result, we have made progress in many areas of national life, and we must continue with that progress. We have come a far way with our electoral system. It is not perfect, but it is much better than what we had 30 years ago.
In your office now.
This is a great example of politicians and civil society working together to build national institutions. I am committed to continuing the progress in this area.
Tell me again.
Legislation regarding party registration and financing, campaign financing, and other electoral matters will have the support of the government in Parliament.
Hey, you lock down everything now. This man, real snake oil salesman.
We are making progress in fighting corruption.
What?
And there are several pieces of legislation designed to bring greater transparency and oversight to public administration, including the new anti-corruption bill and amendments to the procurement regulations, which will have the support of the government in Parliament.
What? What?
We are making progress in the modernizing of the police force.
Hey.
Jamaica has benefited from the national security cooperation we have pursued with our bilateral partners. This cooperation must be continued and intensified. In parallel, we are making progress in crime fighting.
So when Bruce stepped down, you know, and he take over.
We cannot relax on crime at this point. And we will bring to Parliament very soon anti-gang legislation to address the threat of organized crime. We are making progress in transforming and modernizing our education system.
Yeah.
All the gains we have made towards attaining universal literacy must be consolidated and intensified. The new institutions we have built and the new programs we have implemented must be given time to work. We will be taking to Parliament shortly bills to enshrine the Jamaica Teaching Council into law. And we are working on laws for safety and security in schools, school improvement facilitation, and greater parental participation in education.
Where is safety and security in a school? Don't you see that? People get stabbed up, 7-year-old carry Uzi. And if they take the gun for the pick me at school, 7-year-old Uzi, you know. And the father threaten the school have a lockdown. When you hear the nonsense, say, where is the safety? This is 13 years, you know. This is when Bruce Golding stepped down and give him a chance, you know. And I don't get the chance to become a full PM now. And later on, nothing. Yeah, will you understand me? Another 2 terms. Where's the safety in a school, people, and security? See that, brother? Listen, man.
We have made progress in the reform of the justice system, both in terms of infrastructure and administration. We have passed the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom. The work we are doing in justice must be continued and accelerated. We have developed a framework to reform the public sector. This is designed to improve the efficiency and efficacy of government.
Here I know.
The recommendations from the task force must be implemented with as much consensus as possible, but as quickly as possible. We have made progress generally in the economy. The Jamaica Debt Exchange shows how much we can accomplish if we are willing to cooperate and make sacrifices. Today, we have the benefit of a stable dollar.
What?
The lowest levels of interest rates in decades, and low inflation.
You hear that?
Agriculture and tourism have shown growth despite the global environment. And we are now seeing signs of resurgence in the productive sectors generally. We have developed a mechanism to facilitate sectoral discourse on national issues through the Partnership for Transformation. However, no debate on issues is truly complete without the input of the opposition. I extend my hand to the opposition.
What? Such a nice guy 13 years ago.
To join us once more at the table. I believe that in areas where we have no disagreement,
yeah, man,
we should be prepared to hold hands for the national good.
Such a nice bonononos.
In areas of disagreement, there is no harm in continuing dialogue for the national good.
Here I know. This a man.
So, as we stand on the eve of the next 50 years of our independence, and we commit to building on the achievements of the last 50 years, we must also commit to correct the errors of the past that continue to follow us. And we must commit to develop the courage and energy to chart new pathways to success.
Such a sweet guy.
Today, I take responsibility for the direction of this country.
Oh, what? Okay. All right.
Today, my generation must take responsibility for charting new pathways to fulfilling our destiny.
Yes, sir. You know.
Today, let us start a new ethos of responsibility in all Jamaicans for Jamaica. Let us start with fathers taking responsibility for their children.
So sweet, Andrew. So thoughtful. Oh.
And parents deciding only to have children they can afford to have.
What? The people must ever bring back old money.
Let us be responsible for the education of our children.
Education.
There is no reason why in modern Jamaica a child should leave school illiterate.
And are you? A peer don't speak the. Peer don't speak the people under the Sabbath.
The environment is close to me.
Yeah.
Let us take responsibility for how we dispose of our waste and the impact that it is having on our natural and built environment.
Bro, you have the Chinese man that mash up the environment. The brother called me and tell me say them a dump all type of pollution in a pollutant in the river and go back the next couple of days and see all of the fish them dead off. My brother, you know, you see over there, so Rare Cobra, right? Where the people a place get polluted so many times, like several times to the year. And you talk about environment and you go behind the people them back. Go make deal with man where pollute the water. Till right now, make him so clean like whistle. Till we can't call the name of the man who pollute the water because we might get sued. Because the government clean the man, the company so clean that we can't say. Can the man come out and say never pollute the water? Think about it. The company will pollute the water. The government clear them behind the back of the people. Then the company come out and say after the government clear them. Say they're not responsible for polluting the water. So now tell me, what can you say? Remember the government clear them already, and they never take responsibility. They come out and say, them never pollute. Now, I hear this about talk about snake oil says, man, but what?
We must take pride in where we live and take responsibility for public places.
Yeah, it's full of Jamaica.
Even though we don't own them individually.
Sewage I run downtown.
Music. We have given to the world an incredible gift. Music is a powerful tool in influencing the youth. Our artists must take responsibility for their lyrics.
Yeah, you do nothing about that, bro.
Lest they mislead our youth.
You know, you do nothing about that. At 13 years ago, this, when the youth them, a 20-year-old youth, a 7-year-old at this time.
Now, I made sure to greet my colleagues in Parliament. One of the most difficult questions I've had to face when I was Minister of Education, and still hope to be,
whatever,
and lead of government business, was how can I ask teachers and students to maintain decorum in school when our parliamentarians do not maintain that decorum in Parliament?
What?
my brother parliamentarians,
Hey.
we must lead in this national call for responsibility. It is our moral duty. The pathway to responsibility is not one that is easily legislated or enforced. It is about a conscious decision to act rightly. That is the essence of public virtue.
But talk to him in
The
time.
ancients saw politics as the highest calling of man. It is what men do in the interest of the public good without thought for their personal benefit or threat of sanction.
What?
It is what we do because it is right,
Here.
not because it is expedient. In this regard, our leaders must lead.
Here, people. Here. So, you can't hear such man. I saw him go on, people. He full of chattings, you see. So we in the diaspora now, the man come up come can the wall with the backside. Think about it. The man say he will make we vote from up here. And a lot I tell people, see it here.
So what was the main purpose of the opposition's tour? Well, pretty much to present its mandate to the international community. Mr. Holness is upbeat. The JLP administration has the soundness voters are clamoring for, and is the party willing to make the paradigm shift Jamaica needs? One of the messages he shared is that a JLP government would ensure the diaspora community is given a chance to vote in elections.
This is a matter that we are going to put to the public for greater discussion, and it could also be a matter that when we win, we will place it on the grand referendum amongst the other issues to be resolved. I want to reiterate the point about how important it is for us to build strong links with our diaspora, because they have very high-level connections that can be used to carry through Jamaica's foreign policy, make connections for investment, and raise Jamaica's profile internationally. And so we have done quite a bit of work, quite a bit of networking to ensure that when we become the government, we hit the ground running in terms of getting in those investments for growth.
So your link and connection with the diaspora is a personal benefit. People, look now. You know, hear the man say, man. We link some connection and we, you know, we make Jamaica look good. And, you know, hear the man say it, man. He could have said something else. That's how you look at us. I mean, how you look at us over here. Why you do what you think we should be included and become able to vote from over here. Why I mean I understand. Make we listen to the man one more time, man.
So what was the main purpose of the opposition's tour? Well, pretty much to present its mandate to the international community. Mr. Holness is upbeat. The JLP administration has the soundness voters are clamoring for, and is the party willing to make the paradigm shift Jamaica needs? One of the messages he shared is that a JLP government would ensure the diaspora community is given a chance to vote in elections.
This is a matter that we are going to put to the public for greater discussion, and it could also be a matter that when we win, we will place it on the grand referendum amongst the other issues to be resolved. I want to reiterate the point about how important it is for us to build strong links with our diaspora, because they have very high-level connections that can be used to carry through Jamaica's foreign policy, make connections for investment, and raise Jamaica's profile internationally. And so we have done quite a bit of work, quite a bit of networking to ensure that when we become the government, we hit the ground running in terms of getting in those investments for growth.
So let's just say that's the connection, you know. That's how we boil down to. The connection that we have and for investment and growth, and with links and with contacts and remittance and what we can do. I mean, you know, hear it right there. It's not like we are the son of the soil and we're born and grow Jamaica from Africa and we keep the link and blah, blah, blah. Not like, you know, someone little different Benny round so make you know look straight. So like straight our pocket you go and our links our contacts. You don't give me nothing for all and pan, brother. Nothing. Nothing. Never see that some. Yo, I'll be right back after the short break.
For the third term, under the Andrew Holness led administration. All right, my workers, me couldn't go and a big enough.
I want to say, open with a quote. The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but by they, while their companions were sleeping, toiled upwards in the night.
After the cussing I got last time, I'd have expected a little more warm response. Good afternoon, Mason Hall.
It has been a long journey, and today is the day that the Lord hath made. We should rejoice. Amen, sisters and brothers. It is time to collect the collection.
Those who would have to buy water from the water truck, you would no longer have to do so. You can now have water in your kitchen and water in your shower. Water in your shower. Water in your shower.
If you're getting water from down there, so you're not getting any water from the tanks them down here, sir? Eh? You're not getting none?
If you don't pay for the water, I will find in water.
Well, this is the 10th house we have come to find out if you're getting water in Mason Hall. You're not getting none? I buy half a buy.
Yeah. I've been saying that for myself to water. If you really don't find night, I'm not getting water.
Oh wow. All right, Auntie. Thank you. Here?
Okay, sir.
All right, good.
Okay.
Look, let's start speaking honestly to the Jamaican people. Let's start speaking honestly to them and get an honest solution in ensuring that we can give water. See what's carrying water there for the people in Mason Hall?
People still have to be trucking water to their homes.
You can now have water in your kitchen and water in your shower. Water in your shower. Water in your shower.
So people, if you are one who are listening to that video, tell me if you are one of them who was punked by that man. He punk you, he trick you. Put that in the comment section. Me are one of them, you know. Yeah, man, me are one of them, man. And we are saying, man, me are one of them. This man a fool with him snake oil. I think myself, you know. You see when the man come up here, come talk, say, boy, he might make we vote. See me play it there, you know. See me play it there, you know. He might make we able to vote from up here, so. How are your people, man? They don't support that, man. And we are saying, man, when them man come to town all up here, so whatever, man. They don't know say people are giving money, man. That sell off, you know. You talk about you come around America and I tell Jamaica and say, yo, we see, me I lead a committee to change the constitution so you guys can be able to vote because you guys have done so much for Jamaica. You guys living in America. I want you guys to get the same benefit like Jamaicans who live in a Commonwealth countries. So therefore, I'm going to change that, you know, so you guys can even come run in a government. People, cricket, and the man come up here, and nobody now asks him nothing, you know? Nobody now asks him about this, you know, people. This is not the only promise the man make when he come up parading. I want to know, you know. And many promises this man make, you know. He come here before the people, man, talk out about things and not come true. And we come like so stupid, like say, we don't like Jamaica. Looking at myself like, hold on. I still Jamaica will live. A foreign will live. We come see corrupt politician got prison and them a place here. I'm seeing some man and declaring an asset for freaking cannot be certified for 4 years. And me, where they America, glad to grin out my teeth and go on like say this man a savior. And you know say America where you live are anyway. And as a politician role. But you can want something different for America where you know born and grow. But you want the same old corrupt for Jamaica. Look on it, man. I think some people are still control, crazy in the head, and doing too much nonsense. A foreign. Me can't be a foreign and no politician control me. No, man. No one see the difference. That's why I come as I have an independent mind, you know. Nobody can fool me no more. Me have an independent mind. No one can fool Carlos. No politician can come tell me no nonsense. Which politician? Tell me. None of them people. But me see people live up for him. Make politicians come up here and if you hear the people man go on like then they are Jamaica same way. And what politician are going with in Jamaica? If I the foreign it they are going with that. The same Jamaica and they will live a foreign, you know. They wouldn't tolerate that. They don't walk around and talk about the politician, they corrupt and very blah blah. But them can accept and tolerate corruption from Jamaican politicians. And we can't better like that, people. Allow me to tell, man. Think about it. A pay nonsense are going boy, man. Then you have some type of people that put for lead way. If you don't have education or, you know, I mean, like serious, how the youth them are going to take you serious, boy? What do you them can learn from you?
For the third term, under the Andrew led administration. All right, my workers, me couldn't go and a big enough.
I want to say, open with a quote. The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but by day, while their companions were sleeping, toiled upwards in the night.
Oh my God.
Yo, we want some high-level achievers, brother. Man, I come turn on pipe and go like that or nothing. Brother, low-level achievement, that, you know. That's not an achievement. Man, I come turn on pipe. Give a look at house and go like that a high-level achievement. Cut ribbon pan pipe. Man, I tie on a bow pan pipe. Low-level achievement, you know, brother. I don't think that the man are celebrating, you know? Like, say, big things. When such man come in as a young man, me think say man are do better, brother. You fool me, such man. You're one of them, brother. You fool me, brother. You fool the eye. When the eye come in, I did expect better. I did think you're going to do better. Yo, you know, me not like to hear from somebody who him fool. I don't lie, me I tell. Me not lie, man. Me not like to hear from somebody in the comment section. Who him fool, yeah. Now come go like say me alone a big bugu ass idiot. You know, hear people call me phone every day on this platform and tell me. Yeah? See nobody. Call me somebody. More of you know, if I'm me alone, he pull up here. No, me don't stand alone and look like a big old idiot, man. So me need company, man. Me need company. Yeah, man. And I'm me alone, he fool. Hey, what a skill, man. This is brother snake as. He said when I'm gonna come 10 years ago and do something like this.
Every agent of the state, every employee of the state, every state agency, every state department, every ministry must treat our citizens with respect. That they have rights, and the right to life is the most important right. And no one is to be deprived of that right. And so let us use this very tragic incident.
Talk to me. Tell me what I go, my brother. You're live.
Yes. Yeah, I was just listening to that speech that Andrew was giving out and all those promises and stuff like that. You were asking if you were the only one that got pulled. No, you're not the only one.
Thank you. Me get company. Thank you. Help me lift up the plank.
Yeah, man, you understand I never did vote, right? But
yes.
I was all along with support and you say, man, this man really attacked the thing.
Yes.
I think so what leader life is what we need.
Yes.
And believe me, I have never ever been so disappointed by anyone else in my life. Never.
Me either, because the first time ever put me me energy behind, me never vote, you know, but me say a 2 ghost page me use, you know. A first time me ever put my energy behind in the politician and hopes, you know. I don't like me, I tell you, like first time.
What you're doing, you're rallying the troops to get behind this man. That's
Yes.
what you're doing. Right?
Yes.
That's what I was doing too.
Me rally the troops.
Anyone I could really talk with, like, this is the type of leader we need, but we need. And that's what I disappointed. I know, Carlos, truthfully, I feel like I'm violated. I'm dead serious.
That's how me feel too. Be me tell us when the man come up and talk, say boy, he will make we able to vote. Me tell the people, you know, in 2011, the man lead a committee, you know. So he can make we in the US vote, you know, and enjoy the same rights like other Jamaicans in a Commonwealth countries, you know. And brother,
yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I feel violated too, man. That's why I'm telling you, say, I know you alone, bro.
You know, it's like you know, it seems that I'm feeling like someone broke in on your oath or take something from you that he or she didn't really deserve. You understand? It invaded the space. I know this space in this context is like they start going in your psyche.
Yep. Yep.
And then you started, when I say you, not you, Carter, but people who think that's us, let down our guard and get tricked.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, because sometimes when I look at it, God, or whatever, people, they come around to what I've told you. Now look, man, I'm saying, wait. How did I manage to let down my arm guard so much and get tricked by this man? But, you know, the people who were behind him, I would never blame any of them because he was saying the right things. He was saying things that the people want to hear.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And, you know, I would give him a little lie. If he had done even say a quarter of what he promised, the man let down everybody who, like, you know, relax their guard. Or let down the guard.
All the
So
promises.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So come through.
Right, so let's finish the rest of the show, yeah?
Yes, my brother. Respect. Respect. People, the man violate me. Feel violated. You know, our sister called me, your chef, say, hey, boy. When the man are coming, people, and I believe in the man, and I'm not tell a lie. Family, Wagwan, you're live with Jamaican Carlos. Yes.
Yes, good day to you, man.
Good day, sister.
Pick up your guys doing the right thing and sound good. Tell me something. I want that the man that don't think the people treat the Jamaican good. I want to know that.
You know that before he come in a power, you know, because I want the old video, you know, from before him coming in, him, I was at opposition when him said that. I know him coming if he got that.
Oh my God, I tell you, when the man come in, you know, if the man did want people to when say that, maybe nobody could never get him out.
I tell you that. Couldn't move him.
The man disappoints all the baby was born, the baby can't even born to backside. They can't turn around and tell the baby was not born yet.
Yeah, man. Disappoint me, man. Disappoint a lot of us, man. Disappoint.
You know, sometimes I think to myself, I want this man to come from me. I can't Jamaica and this. What if the man go to come in the dining and himself and bring down far away? Where am I going with it and I don't know something I want it? I saw hungry for money. I saw hungry for money to come mash me up.
Yeah.
But now give in to him and I get some better than where him go. Because he not busy with me. So you see, man. So if the man starts coming down the law of the land, that means to say no nothing good. We're going to sign up for. I think take for the one right. Take for everybody right. Just him can't do it somewhere marine power with. You know, we don't want it. How can we live without money in our pocket? A digital time, I mean to say. We work in digital and work with paper. Independent country work in digital and paper. What make we can't work with it? Because we want to bring it down from poverty and hungry.
I don't know why we're so different. Why we different, so?
My God Almighty. This is not to walk on the street, you know. Sometimes this is a real nice ladies, you know. Under them clean clothes. And my time the people to pass me, they give my talk to themselves, even in the week here. Some say, I'm not the one that Nice lady, you know.
And talk to herself.
Plenty people get some head sick because of this type of pressure and this type of behavior, you hear? And the man look like him and won't no time at all.
Where's that?
Show on the random from people. But
No.
he thinks that we're going to deal with that. We're not stand up to it. And people need to know, say, oh, but you want to come with making time when even if you have no MP, one from the MP or what? From the MP, I say green, we need to put on the green because the man, the power with the rules and laws. We're not going to change for me. There's not be so much critical for put we in because we not going to have no talk.
So everything got closing power now?
I'm so glad to see Kevin's video play up more time on this YouTube where people get to understand himself. Because we feel so we don't do normal work as what we used to. I'm putting that the money that was in the past. Water will be taken away, light will be taken away, and all of those things. Even to the garbage, I'm going to pay to take up the one garbage. And him say one, he come out and see him say a mouth and go sitting too. So, the one that we have to be on one accord and look for the betterment for the country by putting away the man order and let us work with God order. But I must big up the IC we come in. Big up, because Master God never let him always be on time.
Not true.
And I see where the people are attack the Police Federation to call in the people them when in calling one name then so they sit another what?
I'm a terrorist. JFJ a terrorist.
The people better get out on the road there with the people there, with the Federation with them, yeah.
Them better.
The right of the land. And it now work.
My God, sister. Now you call from the ground, right? You call from Jamaica. You're calling from Jamaica, right?
From Jamaica, yeah. So I want to pick up to you guys because I tell you God can't give you the energy to be around with this thing because this thing like a whole heap out of your guys. So it's the love for the country and fighting for. So I must say big up and God bless and give you the whole heap of strength that we can go on. Because we have to be success. It is a must.
Thank you. Yes?
And we have to do it to Jesus because we want to work with it to decide for Satan, yeah. But
True.
Master God in the midst and we see it and we know.
Yep.
I mean, God for the IC so they're not taking no talk for nobody side.
Yep.
They must up and feed them end.
Yep. The IC serious. The IC serious about that. Thank you. Blessings here. Yeah, man. All right. All right. Enough love, sister. Every time. Irene. Yeah, man. People. You hear the lady say? Say people are getting mental breakdown from what go on. When you hear that, people? That more people are mad out. And that the woman mean at Jamaica. So she passed one nice lady and she talked to herself. Remember upon ground she there, you know. So people are saying more mad people. Remember me tell you about enough young youths, you know. Many young youths are mad out. I don't know why or what. More young people, mental breakdown in Jamaica. Serious thing, people. And with hard life. Me tell you the driver will call the platform will carry school picnic. You hear him telling him know a lot of nice people, decent people. We are struggle. When I ask him for favors or whatever. Even if you give them a right to school and have the money. You see me I say people. So people, enough people are struggle. Well, if you're a criminal, things might have gone for you or some other people who connected or have some different kind of life. You know, I have a money maker already. I have people like that who just have their money. Yeah? But there are some of them out there who are struggle people in this time. Yeah? I'm not lie you. Yeah, man. So, the argument, people, anybody else who feel punked by and feel like you got played by the brother, the found out they are foreign, and the man come, we are foreign. Come have town hall meeting and I come tell we say, we're going to change the constitution so we can be able to vote. And I'll know.
So what was the main purpose of the opposition's tour? Well, pretty much to present its mandate to the international community. Mr. Holness is upbeat the JLP administration has the soundness voters are clamoring for, and is the party willing to make the paradigm shift Jamaica needs? One of the messages he shared is that a JLP government will ensure the diaspora community is given a chance to vote in elections.
This is a matter that we are going to put to the public for greater discussion, and it could also be a matter that when we win, we will place it on the grand referendum amongst the other issues to be resolved. I want to reiterate the point about how important it is for us to build strong links with our diaspora, because they have very high-level connections that can be used to carry through Jamaica's foreign policy, make connections for investment, and raise Jamaica's profile internationally. And so we have done quite a bit of work, quite a bit of networking to ensure that when we become the government, we hit the ground running in terms of getting in those investments for growth.
You hear that, people? Hey. So, I saw it going on. And don't forget, I'm going to play this again, in a 2020. Big old election in our pandemic. Come hear them go along, like say. They want to mess around election date and throw corn out there like them things, so we have fall to pick it up. We now pick up them corn green with them a dropping up. We expect election to run. We don't expect no tikini business. We expect election to run, family. Do the right thing, not because the poll in your favor. When it was in your favor, in the middle of the pandemic, you drag out the people around Jamaica. Me, I wonder how much people drop out during that time because of what you did. See it, yeah?
Anyone who is a subscriber to the Jamaica Labour Party, you will know that you do not have my support if another political party is having their event and you turn up and disturb it. I long for the day that my...
So let me give you some context. He might keep him sitting at the PNP, them come there. I drown him out. Some PNP come there and I drown him out. In the middle of the pandemic, people. In the middle, after the man say, him not think what say? He not think about no election right now. And then he might just call the election, drag the people around the country, people may talk about in their heart. And the thing, man. And him in a feet, he might come turn up to the moon roof. Right? Weird distance away from the people. Social distance. And the people in bungle up, come out their feet, and some of the PNP, them are drown him out. Make we listen to that man now. Snake Isle.
Anyone who is a subscriber to the Jamaica Labour Party, you will know that you do not have my support if another political party is having their event and you turn up and disturb it. I long for the day that my grandmother tell me that she could have go PNP meeting, stand up and listen, and go GSB meeting, stand up and listen, and make our decision. We owe it to our children to return our politics to that kind of civil and decency. This town has for many years voted one way, and they can scarcely show what is the benefit of that loyalty. But nothing lasts forever. And I feel as I stand in this square today that there is a change happening. And I know, as I see my PNP friends here, I look into their eyes as I look into yours, and I see that they have no confidence. Not only do they have no confidence, they have no leadership, and they know that. If they had leadership would tell them to come here and do that. If they had leadership would tell them that if they come here, they must wear the mask. Exchange for the better.
But the PNP over there join him out family. In the pandemic, you know, you must talk about the leadership. You know, there's a hope and all that thing there. And now the leadership. Because leadership would make them come out there and do that. People, what a thing. And now we don't have no pandemic, you know. We don't have no war. And we hear man talk about say we don't have no natural disaster. So me hear man talk like say election can keep in a bright sun, hot and breeze a blow. What am I going with people? We are continuing to play these videos and we are put them in the face. Remind the one them that was 7 at the time when I play a video that is 13-year-old. When I play a video that is 13-year-old, think a young man who's 20 right now. He was only 7 at the time. And enough of these young guys now go up on YouTube and go back there. So now at TikTok them and go up on I just say them thing there. Or Instagram. You understand me? Young people now have the time for that. So me have to drag these video up and people say, who that? I went and thought that last night, no youth, at 13 years ago. So them things need to be up there so people can be reminded because sometimes we memory short. And I run back into this money after we was canned and so many things planned and promised. And not come true. You see me? Ah man, what am I do boy? No the man, people, that video you know, that day after months and years after election day, you know. Cause when I'm gonna sell Snake Isle, the brother Snake Isle salesman, watch him sell Snake Isle. Look what I sell Snake Isle now.
Every agent of the state, every employee of the state, every state agency, every state department, every ministry must treat our citizens with respect. That they have rights, and the right to life is the most important right. And no one is to be deprived of that right. And so let us use this very tragic incident, the death of Mario D, as his mother would want, to be the point where Jamaica changes, to be the point where we make human rights foremost in our thoughts when we deal with the citizens. The development of our country is not just our growth in GDP, but a large part of it is how we expand and protect the rights of our citizens. That is indeed the new challenge that faces us in the next 50 years of our independence.
Thank you very much. Boy, if a Hollywood there, you put on that they face the boy, they might pick you. You say you can't go in a movie, man. I tell you that brother can't go in. You say if you got California, he might get a role, man. He might get a role for act and read. Look at the man facial expression, man. You can't. Me say you can't make that up. The man voice a crack. The other man say an action. Man a la ball. Eh? Snake Isle salesman. How come you never see him 10 years ago, man? Real island. Look at modern. He still a sell Snake Isle people. Now stop, you know. A long time I sell Snake Isle, you know, people.
There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system. Don't you see it is stupidness? But the number of people who have followed it gets me worried about what Jamaicans are consuming as information. Where is our reasoning? And why is it so simple for us to be attracted by rumors? As your Prime Minister, I have a duty to call it out when I see it.
There are some countries now that you go and you go in your pocket and you take out cash to pay your bill. And they say, sorry, I'm sorry, sir, we don't take cash here. It's the reality. It's too expensive to deal with cash.
Can you imagine, people? Snake oil now stop sell. Because there's a demand. Him gonna supply the demand. Snake oil now stop sell.
Is alleged that I had omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and one of these accounts was incorrectly reported as a US dollar balance by a financial institution. These matters were cleared as the accounts in question, by my recollection, were dormant, previously reported, and the balance in them were around Jamaican $3,000 and 200 euros. Other accounts were identified and alleged to be belonging to me, but undeclared. Some of these accounts were opened by my parents as far back as 1975, and my name later added, probably while I was still a child. Many Jamaicans add their children to their accounts for survivorship reasons and in the event of emergencies. I have never claimed these as my assets, and I am satisfied that the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that there was insufficient evidence to support claims that I intentionally omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and that there is greater evidence to support my explanation as opposed to evidence to the contrary.
Look, me not buy no more snake oil. We're tired of the snake oil and the man become more professional, you know. Yo, me say Hollywood is a man of it.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit, never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
Man a sell snake oil, or when him not sell snake oil, you know. Or when him not the custom, you know, decide to push on the snake oil upon everybody.
You have a voters list in Olympic Gardens of over 30,000 people. How many of them you think are criminals? Answer me. Give me a number. How many you think of them are murderers involved in murder? I can tell you that it is not more than 20.
What a thing. Voters list of people about 30,000. How much you think are criminal? The people say a lot of them. A lot of them. Me don't want the snake oil. They say a lot of them. That means me don't want the snake oil. And I push on the snake oil. You can't tell you not more than 20. And the people that me talk to, listen again.
You have a voters list in Olympic Gardens of over 30,000 people. How many of them you think are criminals? Answer me. Give me a number. How many you think of them are murderers involved in murder? I can tell you that it is not more than 20.
Then people never want the snake oil, boss. You have a notion to sell the oil. You have a know to sell the oil, man. The people say a lot of them. The man say not more than 20. I plan my plan to come tell me say crime down 25%, you know. So them a billion and putting the people in head from there. So you understand about crime went down 25%. So at the so you must try plant the seed. I tell you say voters list with a population of over 30,000. It's only 20, not more than 20 criminal there. When the people must say a lot of them I sell snake oil even when you're not supposed to sell no snake oil, bro. Real snake oil salesman. Can't fool me again, you know.
I couldn't leave this stage without saying to you that corruption is not an issue that occupies the front of my mind. I couldn't leave here today and say to you that we still need to tighten up on the new anti-corruption systems and framework that is in place. if you were to compare Jamaica to all the other countries in the Caribbean, our framework for anti-corruption would be the most advanced. It is not for want of putting in the legislative and institutional processes. They are there. But you have to bear in mind that we are also very new on the scale of dealing with anti-corruption issues. So there is a learning curve that we are going through. What is important is that the government supports the development of the institution so it can accelerate very quickly on that learning curve and provide the resources so that they can move very quickly on the learning curve, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs, and that the government does not intervene or interfere. And that message goes to the opposition as well. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs. Leave the anti-corruption and policing agencies to do their jobs.
People, you know, so a whole heap of Snake Isle himself, the people them just a while ago. You know, so a whole heap of Snake Isle himself, the people them right there a while ago. Now the matter of the Integrity Commission in the court want to tear down everything. And they want the PNP to leave them and make them do them job. When you see in reverse, look, people. Leave the Integrity Commission and policing bodies, let them do their job. And they want the opposition. When the opposition should have want him. Real Snake Isle, so. I want a whole heap of snake. Yo, I want chuck load of Snake Isle himself and people, you know. How we are, sir, man? Me not buy no more Isle from the man. Snake Isle, me start buy Snake Isle, brother.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party.
Hold on, people. See that moment, yeah? And action.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation. Everything that they do must lead towards economic growth and job creation. Failure to achieve those specific targets within the time period are consequential. And then secondly, they will get a 90-day target. In other words, we want to be able to give a report card on the first 100 days of achievements. So they will get a 90-day target that they must achieve, and these are what we call the low-hanging changes that can be made within the first 90 days. And all of that is aligned to our manifesto.
Cut. It's real Snake Isle salesman. Real Snake Isle salesman about 9 years ago that. What a guy, nice and decent, man. But where this Prime Minister come from? Young bro God. Everybody love him. He was so humble, manageable. Real Snake Isle. You think he stop saying Snake Isle? And action.
In my hand is NWC bottled water, meaning bottled pipe water. And I can assure you, here in Mobay, those in Kingston, those anywhere in Jamaica, the water from NWC is safe to drink and is the envy of many of our Caribbean neighbors and is in high demand right across the world. And it is the reason, or one of the reasons rather, that Minister Bartlett uses when he goes to lobby for more ships to come for our cruise terminals. Because they come and buy Jamaican water, because foreigners trust our water.
Let me pause here and take a sip of the NWC's water. Let me make sure you see it properly. The NWC is bottled tap water, meaning it comes from the pipe.
If The scientists and technicians at the Ministry of Health tell you there's no problem. And the technical staff at the Water Commission tell you that there isn't a problem. Then I don't know which politician can tell you that there is a problem, ladies and gentlemen.
That's lie, people. The NWC said water have E. coli, so I have to always correct you guys. That's misinformation. That's wrong. Snake Isle, people. Snake Isle still has. Me stop by Snake Isle, man. How you say, man? This is one of the first man me buy Snake Isle from. Him are the first man who sell me Snake Isle. Never buy Snake Isle before. That brother sell me Snake Isle and still sell Snake Isle.
After the cussing I got last time, I'd have expected a little more warm response. Good afternoon, Mason Hall.
It has been a long journey, and today is the day that the Lord hath made. We should rejoice. Amen, sisters and brothers. It is time to collect the collection.
Those who would have to buy water from the water truck, you would no longer have to do so. You can now have water in your kitchen and water in your shower. Water in your shower. Water in your shower.
If you're getting water from down there, so you're not getting any water from the tanks them down here, sir? Eh?
No water at all.
You're not getting none?
If you don't pay for the water, I will find in water to use.
Well, this is the 10th house we have come to find out if you're getting water in Mason Hall. You're not getting none? I buy half a buy.
Yeah. I've been selling the cup of water. If you rain up all night, I'm not getting water.
Oh, wow. All right, Auntie. Thank you. Here?
Yeah, okay, sir.
All right, good.
Okay.
Look, let's start speaking honestly to the Jamaican people. Let's start speaking honestly to them and get an honest solution in ensuring that we can give water. See what's carrying water there for the people in Mason Hall?
People still have to be trucking water to their homes.
You can now have water in your kitchen and water in your shower. Water in your shower. Water in your shower.
Professional Snake Isle salesman. I first man who ever sell me Snake Isle, brother. You can't forget him.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything, and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60-odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
So, and you see, a long time I sell Snake Isle, you know. About 10 years ago, he come a foreign and come sell wheat in the diaspora, the Snake Isle. I hit we, you know. The 10 years ago and the 13 years ago and all them years there.
So what was the main purpose of the opposition's tour? Well, pretty much to present its mandate to the international community. Mr. Holness is upbeat. The JLP administration has the soundness voters are clamoring for, and is the party willing to make the paradigm shift Jamaica needs? One of the messages he shared is that a JLP government will ensure the diaspora community is given a chance to vote in elections.
This is a matter that we are going to put to the public for greater discussion, and it could also be a matter that when we win, we will place it on the grand referendum amongst the other issues to be resolved. I want to reiterate the point about how important it is for us to build strong links with our diaspora, because
they have very high-level connections that can be used to carry through Jamaica's foreign policy, make connections for investment, and raise Jamaica's profile internationally. And so we have done quite a bit of work, quite a bit of networking to ensure that when we become the government, we hit the ground running in terms of getting in those investments for growth.
So I'm just showing you how long this man has sell snake oil 10, 13 years ago. Yo, a long time.
However, I want to also ask you about corruption. That seems to be a continuing theme, particularly in developing countries that are struggling with poverty, with lack of access to health care and education. There is the one big criminal, Judas Koch, if I have the name correct.
Yes.
Yeah, captured by the U.S. Many thought that he was supported by Jamaican government. So where do you start to sort of unravel
Well, firstly,
the ball of
the Jamaican state has to acknowledge that corruption is a problem. The Jamaican electorate has to acknowledge that in the consideration of when you elect your government, that you have to elect governments and people who are beyond reproach or integrous. Obviously, the challenge with corruption in many respects is that some people do benefit and it has political links sometimes.
What was your experience?
My experience in government is that we tried, and I believe that the governments have been trying to grapple seriously with corruption, certainly in terms of putting in place the legislation and in terms of now developing the ability within our police force, our security forces, to gather intelligence, track and prosecute. So it is not as if we're not doing anything, but I believe we need to do more, and we need to make it a truly political issue where the electorate holds the government to account for managing corruption.
So, yeah. Somebody put that comment. Gene Allen said, "Oh my, I almost had to turn up my hearing aid." Little Andrew, you think that brother normal? That brother a real actor. We come to know this brother to be a real actor. The man a normal man. Yo, one of the wickedest one of this, you know.
Every agent of the state, every employee of the state, every state agency, every state department, every ministry must treat our citizens with respect, that they have rights, and the right to life is the most important right, and no one is to be deprived of that right. And so let us use
this brother, man, chicken normal. Yo, Hollywood, a day should I go boss. Hollywood a wait pan the eye. Hollywood a wait pan the eye, brother. If you could have kept I and can me, yo, and you, now you so you that the advice there. Now we have to turn on with hearing aid. When you talk now, we have to turn on with hearing aid.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me not like people tell lie for me.
Roll it back. Don't get into these nuances around something which has gone bad a morning. It can't come good a evening.
Roll it back.
Roll it back and do the thing afresh. That's what the country wants. That's what we want. Roll it back, Prime Minister. You say you do it for yourself, do it for everybody, including me and him and everybody else. Roll it back.
People, little Andrew turn, me don't want him turn now, you know.
The PNP only argue about how the pie shear up, how the cake cut up. But they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change.
They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lie.
See? Real steak and salesman. When a man come for the job, the brother you put on a play.
Every agent of the state, every employee of the state, every state agency, every state department, every ministry must treat our citizens with respect. That they have rights, and the right to life is the most important right.
And nobody should take that away from them. Yes, man. And you see, I know you talk about meet your judge or your maker. That brother, the normal enough people. That brother sit there.
However, I want to also ask you about corruption. That seems to be a continuing theme, particularly in developing countries that are struggling with poverty, with lack of access to health care and education. There is the one big criminal, Judas Koch, if I have the name correct.
Yes.
Yeah, captured by the U.S. Many thought that he was supported by Jamaican government. So where do you start to sort of unravel the ball of
the Jamaican state has to acknowledge that corruption is a problem. The Jamaican electorate has to acknowledge that in the consideration of when you elect your government, that you have to elect governments and people who are beyond reproach or integrous. Obviously, the challenge with corruption in many respects is that some people do benefit and it has political links sometimes.
What was your experience?
My experience in government is that we tried, and I believe that the governments have been trying to grapple seriously with corruption, certainly in terms of putting in place the legislation and in terms of now developing the ability within our police force, our security forces, to gather intelligence, track and prosecute. So it is not as if we're not doing anything, but I believe we need to do more, and we need to make it a truly political issue where the electorate holds the government to account for managing corruption.
Want to hear that? Uno need to hold the government to account for managing corruption. So such man, take your hand and your mouth off of the Integrity Commission. Stop sending a little clown them going out there to go clown out this thing. Stop it. Because you know that I accept any labor right want to pick to go up on the Integrity Commission. And I will accept any PNP. They are Jamaicans, right? Me expect them to go in there, go do the right thing. It's supposed to be structured where nobody can just do what they want to do over there, so and nobody not see. Nobody can just go off over there to go do what they want to do or stop certain investigation because of political links and connection and somebody who you know. So everybody are going there. They're supposed to know say I work, them are going to work for the country. So I have no problem if somebody vote for labor rights and then they put the Integrity Commission. I have no problem if anybody vote for the PNP and they cut out the nonsense, man. Cut out the nonsense, man. So I say a judge can't vote for what they want to vote for and they on this bench. Eh? Cut out the nonsense, man. And them look at gut and jungle type of life we don't like, you know. Come on now, man. Now we beat up the Integrity Commission and send out the local minions them out there and do all type of nonsense. I clown out everything. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It's childish what you guys are doing again. Attacking the Integrity Commission again. Allow them to do them work, no man. What you guys have to hide. No more question a circle around that, you know. What them have to hide so bad? Like them a fret. And that people are up on the street, you know. Who not worry. Who not fret. Who afraid that woman that she might clean up corruption once and for all. That's what we need. Me no business if she have PNP or labor right she vote for. I don't care. Just go in there, go do the right thing. It is a group of people. You can't get everybody to vote for Labour, right? Or everybody to vote for PNP. We don't want that. What kind of integrity commission that would be? Tell me which one of you want an integrity commission full of PNP or full of Labour, right? Tell me, where the balance there? That's not going to work. Not true. You have to have people vote for everybody. It's not about who you vote for. It's about the job that you're doing. And anybody coming away and cross the corruption, remember, we have the corruption workshop. Politicians are not supposed to get in no trouble. Go to the workshop, learn to move your way in the maze of political life. They will help you guys, they will guide you. So you don't have to become a target of the Integrity Commission investigation. So when a boy or a girl under investigation, we don't have a lawyer, we can ask questions before we dot I's and cross all T's and sign signatures. We don't have advisor. We don't have people who can call the Integrity Commission. We can call the Auditor General. Ask them certain questions. Look, I'm about to do this and do that. Will I get into trouble for this? If you guys remember, we learned at the workshop. We are no idiot. You guys have so many guidelines to keep it on real. And me, I go sorry for you when you get in trouble. And I go like say, you don't want people to know who to be and everything must be gagged. No, that's why I say all gag order must be lifted after the Integrity Commission. Seriously. All gag order, people. Think about it. There is no need for a politician to be under investigation. There's no need unless you're corrupt. And decide to go beyond the advice where you can get among you. Look one lawyer around, you know. Our money pay for good lawyer, you know. And advisor, you know, people. You know that? Taxpayers' money pay for good lawyer for politician to get advice. You never know that. Them no short a lawyer around them. Them no short a advice around them. They have the Integrity Commission workshop where they can go to do what to do and what must do. You see what I say? So then they become a target. They have the Auditor General. Me know they can call and ask questions same way. So why I should have been sorry for any guy or girl who get mixed up in a wrangle-tangle and don't want them name. Them name must come out, man. That's why I'm in a no gag order. That's the part them I try to gag people because they want to hide them integrity. They want to save that. But when the youth them want to, it's a John and Harry Brown and John White, show up at the station by 5 o'clock today. They name it on the paper, they on the internet, they go down there, them and them lie and they walk. But them name they all over the place. But you have to talk about some servant who are working for we. We must care about their feelings. No, man. No, man. Do the right thing in the office, man. And you don't have to become the target of the Integrity Commission. And every politician get investigated, family. Tell me if I ever labor and come under investigation. Tell me. No. Every PNP come under investigation? No. Why don't they do the right thing? Is it every ministry corrupt and an update panel filing? No. If you listen to Auditor General and read the report, them say, you have agencies will get them stuff together. And why these other agencies not get their stuff together like the Ministry of Health, Education, Prime Minister Office? You understand me? These are per charge ministry. They not get it together. But they have other ministry will get it together. So what you do with them there? So that now tell us that every politician come under investigation. Don't it? So me not sorry for no politician who under investigation. No gag order. I mean, I bought it out. So the PNP them here, the Labour them here. We don't want a country with no gag order upon an Integrity Commission because on under investigation, there is a reason why we come under investigation because the Integrity Commission will shoot and miss. And I believe in them. And I trust them. We trust them work. Them not show me nothing for me without them yet. Me not see it. I mean, to be honest and just. We're not an Integrity Commission with someone a gag boy because they want to hide them corruption and them dirt. No, sir. They are ball out to the PNP and the Labour right. Can't have a country where Integrity Commission are gagged. You mad, man? Because you come under some investigation where you're not supposed to come under in the first place. What happened to the workshop? What happened to the advice? What our money are pay for lawyer for the whole owner? Come on, man. Don't go on like say, we don't have a way out. We just get a little trouble. I just want paper. It's just a document. We don't want you no more of that from PNP. We know you don't want that from Labour, right? Because that is always the balling. When Integrity Commission choke, you know, both sides do it, you know. Them come out and them ball, them come on all different type of platform and they talk about I want simple document and my accountant this and them late and that and the Integrity Commission too. What is so hard for me? We don't have to hear that, man. Do the right thing, man. Political life, man. Come on, man. PNP and Labour, right? Do the right goddamn thing. Or don't come in the office. Me I want the whole of you know. Come in and take no more corruption, boy, you know. Oh? Now want the whole of you come in, come serve the poor people. Roll up on the sleeve. Put on the business in a blind trust. Come in, come serve the people them. With the heart and the soul and say if Jamaica not change. That more as a politician do, once and for all. Can't in an office and build up big old apartment complex while they serve I and I. We don't vote for you to do that. Eh? No found have a much apartment complex before the 4 year done. All type of business, gas station, fast food giant, trucks, offshore account. No, man. Politician, PNP and Labour right must come to serve the people. Put aside other things. Yes, you can have your law firm. Put in a blind trust. Your business run same way. Nobody knows you can't run a business. You have a doctor. What we have, you're a doctor. Set up your office where your business run same way like a well-oiled machine. Don't it, people? Come in and serve the people. You're a businessman. Do the goddamn same thing. PNP and Labour right. Look what the Labour right do right now. Look what Andrew owns his wife. Look what she do. Why she in her office? Just sit down there and get rich. Why she in her office? Look what they do. Just sit down there in an apartment and fly up. All about. No. Right? Just I get rich. Such man, same way. I get everything while I'm in the office, including gas school. Claim saying get doctorate. But hold on there. And that way, voting for. But the man them come to look out for the people and start looking out for themselves. 28 bank account. And that was voting for, brother. So it look like everybody just come in and look out for themselves, people. Babsy Grange, she said she got open a line of perfume. Me know if a Babsy Grange perfume she got call it our. Why she in the office? So corruption normal. So for she to come out come talk that publicly, it's normal. So if politicians not decide say they might come in come work for the people, family. This what calls us no. Not change. Me I tell you, they just come get richer and richer and richer after we pour back again. I promise road and water next 50 years. They might promise road and water same way. The next 50 years, them still a promise road and water, people. Everybody come pillage we. Like them grape we and us left we gone. Just left it, they throw a $50 give we, just grape we and gone. Just not even taxi fare they give we. Just grape and gone. Just abuse we. Everybody come abuse we. PAP come abuse we. Labour right come abuse we. Good God no. That no man. My God. Everybody come abuse the poor people. Still we don't get the road. We don't get the water. Poor people still suffer. You got Jamaica and say squalor. Things could have better. Some boy rich. Till they can't rich no more. All of them rich half away. All of them rich half away. Orange and green, rich half of the backs of the poor people of Jamaica, rich half of the people them sweat. Orange and green, rich half away. All of them not poor. All who get mara when they come in, they fat now. Look at the whole of them. It's a marble pan them roll off the backside or they fat. All of them people. About time that change. And I hope Mark Golden bring that change. May I tell you people, Jamaica need to be a rearrangement. All of them get fat half away, man. Be a promise, and election coming out, look a dirty shot and few $1,000. We jump up, feel good, we get the fertilizer, 2 chicken, we gone our yard, but that are just fine, yes, today, so. 4 or 5 years, we don't see none of them. Both sides do it too, man. Come in and just, give me that and that's it. And look at sit now, go to town, you jump on one bus, get a few $1,000. We buy one box lunch, by the time you go to town, hungry a bus you ask, if save your money and make hungry buy chain and the money if you come back out to come give you them. Politics on both sides, people. Great way. And don't give $150, step over we and gone. Talk to people. Don't tell a lie on the platform. Talk to. Be honest. That's what we see in Jamaica. And if Mark Golden bring that change, that'll be the same way, people. I don't like that. He said Mark come to change, and give the Integrity Commission powers. And if him give them the powers, the oversight bodies, when him say Mark give them, in a 5 years, Jamaica change. May I tell you? It can't happen, It can happen. Change can come. But I'm going to have to be willing to be honest with the people and not coming up a script. Roll up a sleeve, man. Put your business in a blind trust. Whatever you do, for once and for all, I mean, I love for some politician people. We put them business in a blind trust. I say, Jamaica people make a work for. Every constituency, you see them there every day. They wouldn't in an office. But through them so busy in their personal business, you don't see them. They don't have no time for you. Remember, them a businessman, you know. So if they don't put in a blind trust, that means say, you're taking care of you is part-time. So we give politicians 300% raise. Millions of dollars for part-time work. No, man. We need to ask the different people. Andrew only say a while ago, say we people hold them accountable. The people now say nothing about them thing there, you know. Just allow politicians to get rich off our money. We are pay politicians to do them own work. They will run them own business. And that's what I do, you know. We give them 300% raise to run them own business. Businessmen them. You know how to work, man. Jamaica can't change some people. Hope Mark only looking at them here there and at them intention them in after Jamaica. We are give him a chance and see. You understand me? And hope for the best for my country. But may I tell you, if you don't see those things coming, nothing is changing. As so call us see it. Yeah? Because politicians don't do that at foreign. You have to come with a sleeve roll up, put your shit in a blind trust, come work for the people them. When they clock in, are strictly the people in business you're depend. You know, call about your shipment or your container where they are foreign and a railway, blah, blah, your business runs so, and your construction site. Yo, consume with so many other things, but not for the people. They will must have bad road. They will must have place without water. Eh? Consume with so many things for yourself. Just a scrape and get rich while man sit down in the office, you know? Nah, man, we don't want that, man. Remember, Carlos, I tell you, you know, PNP and Labour rights. What are going on in the Andrew administration right now? It are going from long time. You know, the start. People in the office and I run them thing, right? But that is wrong. I open my come in, just chop it off and say, I come to work for the Jamaican people and see if Jamaica not change. Stop stealing taxpayers' time. It's like you're there, your job, right? And lunchtime, you know, wait till lunchtime or break time to go sell 2 sneakers we have in your car trunk. But pan company time and a break time, you know, and a lunchtime. And you go in a parking lot, go and sell man sneakers and stuff. No, that is called stealing company time. Your company can fire you for that, you know. You do some other things for yourself that is not for the company, like selling sneakers out of your car trunk in the parking lot at your job, while the clock is still ticking for you. It don't work so. Well, are the same thing politicians are doing. Are the same thing. And our clock. We are paying them heavy, but them can't build this and build that. That's not right, people. Can't answer me to tell you. May I go through here? Thanks for watching, people. My name is Jamaican Carlos. Just looking at my argument. 3-card man, a normal man. Respect here, people. I'm out.
So what was the main purpose of the opposition's tour? Well, pretty much to present its mandate to the international community. Mr. Holness is upbeat. The JLP administration has the soundness voters are clamoring for, and is the party willing to make the paradigm shift Jamaica needs? One of the messages he shared is that a JLP government will ensure the diaspora community is given a chance to vote in elections.
This is a matter that we are going to put to the public for greater discussion. And it could also be a matter that when we win, we will place it on the grand referendum amongst the other issues to be resolved. I want to reiterate the point about how important it is for us to build strong links with our diaspora, because they have very high-level connections that can be used to carry through Jamaica's foreign policy, make connections for investment, and raise Jamaica's profile internationally. And so we have done quite a bit of work, quite a bit of networking to ensure that when we become the government, we hit the ground running in terms of getting in those investments for growth.
Care for me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, in no at you. Covid money, miss away in the your little rat you. Use the youth, them on the waste, but must have man to statue. Say me like a cashew, but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money, girl, and say that it's not you. On the head, the man above end up in my gut, stop too much. It in the kitchen, some fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of the days.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption peace.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out with each.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rough and they down in a whatever. Member bowl honey and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
On them treat the market man.
It burn me.
On them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
On them treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
On them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
On them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
How them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
I may say could that way we do you make you do with that. All of the money uno take, uno better give it back. All of the land uno take, you know we want it back. All of the beach uno tip, you better give it back. And you know sign a code that conduct, we don't want you back. You know they clear you asset now, we don't want you back. You can pay fill in your pocket and we don't want you back. Have your hand deep in a corruption, we don't want you back.